Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, me once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. Now, I'm in a different position. I just wanted to try something different. It's raining right now, and if you hear really hard raindrops going on, then I'm really sorry about that, but I'm trying to keep the camera as further away as possible from the rain, where it's like raining down hard on my air conditioner, and that's where it makes the worst amount of noise in terms of, rain coming down. But anyways, I just really wanted to get this video out because I wanted to talk about this movie as soon as I got home, but I couldn't because when I got home the dogs started barking and crap like that. But I'm going to try my best to get this review out as soon as possible, and I'm going to try my best to, I didn't write anything this time, but I think I remember quite enough what to say in this video, okay? Now, this is going to be my review for In the Heights. This movie involves a man named Usavi who dreams of a better life. He works at a small little winery store, and he dreams of making it big. He wants to lead the city, as well as other people as well. He has a family, sort of family. He has a grandmama and stuff like that. He has a love interest. And the movie actually focuses quite a bit on these characters as they have dreams themselves. This is based off a musical, and this is from the same creators of Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda. I think that's what his full name is. And this movie is directed by John M. Chu, who you may have remembered directed Crazy Rich Asians, which is a comedy film I actually really enjoyed. Now, when it comes to musicals, they can be either hit or miss. They could be just trying to, because musicals are so popular when it comes to award season and stuff, even though award season isn't for another 7 months or 8 months or so. But this movie came out during the summer, and it was supposed to be released last year, but it didn't. So here we are now, and people can finally get to see it in theaters and on HBO Max. I saw it in the theaters with my mom in IMAX, and let me just say, this, I have waited forever to see a movie like this, okay? Sure, this movie is a musical, okay? And I actually really enjoy musicals. I enjoyed Crazy Rich Asians, which wasn't a musical, but I heard Hamilton was supposed to be really good. And combining these two together, it's perfection, okay? This movie was outstanding. I loved this movie, okay? Even my mom did too, and she wasn't really looking forward to that movie that much, but after walking out, I was deeply convinced with this entire thing, and it was definitely worth the wait. I can easily say it's one of my favorites of the year so far. What this movie gets right is it's not just a musical, but it focuses a lot on character and story. They don't break out randomly hello, my name is this guy, hello, my name is this woman, stuff like that. No, they're actually trying their best to focus on characters, and they're not just there just to be there, but they have a purpose. I mean, this film is pretty much based off a musical play, and this is one that's handled really, really well. Everyone is terrific in this movie, and the direction and the editing too, and the way they use the songs and the way they break out is handled so just perfectly. The direction, and it's very colorful too. And this is a very moving film too. Like, the first half, there is a lot of music, but when it gets to the second half, the movie started hitting me really hard when it got to the latter act of the movie. It just completely changed after that. And it went for something that I wasn't really expecting. And despite its 2-hour and 23-minute runtime, I wasn't really bored by this film. I was invested exactly where this movie was going. In fact, this movie is pretty much a love letter to all the people who grew up in the town of Washington Heights. It's a very dazzling and very moving film. And it had me, nearly tearing up. And that's something that I wasn't really expecting. Not to mention the music too. The music is absolutely outstanding. There are those songs where, please don't leave me, I am leaving you right. Sure, there are those types of songs, but there are also ones that have a purpose, and people sometimes, when they do break out in song, it's always at the right moment. It doesn't always go for that musical tone. There are some parts where it gets very serious, and when it's very serious, they don't always have time for song, and that's something that I really appreciated. Sometimes it'll take a break from singing because it knows that it needs to focus on story, and it does. And it's a very deep story that we may have seen tons of other times in other movies that aren't musicals, but this is one that left me invested, and I was just thrilled. It had me Like, I don't know the best way to put it. I mean, it's not like one of those times where I just wanted to get up and cheer because, you know, it's not really something that most people do in movies nowadays, but, or at least in the audience. But all I can say about In the Heights is it's a work of art, and it was way better than I thought it would be. I mean, I expected it to be good, like at least Crazy Rich Asians good, where I couldn't say it was a masterpiece, but I could say it was really enjoyable. But this movie was even better than that. I cannot wait to see where the director goes next with his next film. In the end, guys, In the Heights was an outstanding achievement from the director and the creator. All right, Lin-Manuel Miranda. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if that's his name. I think it might be his name. I could have checked again, but I didn't. But him and John M. Chu did a fantastic job working on this film. The characters were great, the acting, and everyone had a great singing voice, okay? There wasn't a time where I felt like a character was just, you know, having, you know, just had a really bad singing voice and they had to dub over it. But no, everybody did a fantastic job with the music, the performances, the direction, the way it's edited. It was all fleshed out beautifully, and I loved every single second of it. It's one of my favorites of the year. It's streaming on HBO Max and playing in theaters. I highly advise checking this one out. And if you're not a fan of musicals, just check it out on HBO Max. But go out. My biggest recommendation is the theater, okay? It's playing in IMAX. I highly advise seeing this in the theater. This is one of the best films of the summer, and I probably might even say it's a masterpiece, and I loved every second of it. And that's why it's the first movie of 2021 to get a 5 out of 5. I did not expect to give it that rating, but you know what? I feel like it truly deserves it. With all the buzz and the praise, I can totally see where the critics are coming from, and I am just gushing right now of how great this movie was. Like, I cannot wait to go back into work tomorrow and see if people are going to see this movie as well, because I highly recommend it. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. So yeah, this weekend is going to be crazy for me. I'm actually going to be getting my full vaccination, so I'm probably going to be out a couple days. I got a few days off work, but hey, you don't really need to know about that, but I'm just bringing it out there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, sorry about the rain. I don't really know what there is to say about that, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. We're out.